commandments. What up, everybody? It's your favorite show, especially on Tuesday, right?
Sure. Tell me about it.
Welcome to Billionaire Radio, WLWNEAR. Your host, Big Arm, the industry plug. Over here, we got the fearless one. He's fearless. He seems afraid of nothing.
Whatever.
That's why he on my team.
So I'm scared of them hot wings.
That's why he on my team.
Scared of them hot wings.
This guy's afraid of nothing.
Put the holes in the vest, not in me. I'm your co-host, the star Lateef Billions. Welcome to Billionaire Radio, a.k.a. the Black Testarossa. And this guy already getting on my damn nerves from the gate. He don't know how not to get on my nerves.
You know, you sound like my brother.
Crybaby.
That's why we see, that's where you mess up.
Crybaby.
Everybody knows I don't even know how to cry.
Spoiled to death. Spoiled rotten.
Oh, you're not spoiled?
Think everybody is woman, but we not.
You're not spoiled?
No.
You gotta be.
I'm about this business. I'm about this work.
All right, you about this work.
Finish your introduction.
Yo, he
please.
love like interrupting.
You lucky I'm going to gym every day. Get rid of some of this stress that you are applying on me.
Yeah. All right. I'm applying it.
All right, get the show started.
You just started. You know, you had to do your thing.
Do your thing.
Like,
do your thing.
It would have been right if you didn't talk your trash.
Come on, man. You killing the intro, bro. You killing the intro.
Killing the intro.
Shout out to Glockaway Radio and the G Shop for making these new hats for us, man. Thank you, Toucan. Appreciate you, good brother.
Shout out. The hats is hot.
Yeah, G Shop, the print shop. But yeah. Come on, man.
You keep jumping there. What you
all
going?
Right.
What you gonna do next?
All right, let's get to the airplane.
You keep jumping in. All right, so listen. Today's show, season 3, episode 102. It's that show that's gonna make you mad.
And it's going to make you laugh.
It's going to make you cry.
It's going to make you ponder.
Understand, this show is 18 and over. No filter.
80, crippled, blind, and crazy.
Tell the kids to leave the room.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, get the kids
We're
out
the infamous Troll Brothers. We're going to take you on an infamous plane ride. And, you know, it's going to be a little rocky. A little turbulence.
Oops. Spilled my cognac, Maroniac, hip hop.
Yo, you may spill your drink. You're right. You better listen. It's going to be a smooth landing. Today, yo, we're tuning on Glockaware. Please tune in. Shout out to Glockaware for making the Billionaire Radio hats. Y'all can hit us up for the hats. There's also another logo that we're going to have out that you're going to see. We got a couple logos, man. The shirts is getting ready to go on display on the website. So
I like that Glockaway prompt because we about to blow y'all brains out.
You know, if y'all new to the channel on YouTube, like, comment,
share, subscribe.
YouTube. I don't know what to say. What we say about
that bell.
YouTube.
This show gonna be kind of crazy, y'all, because y'all don't know what I know. We gonna get through this, but I can't tell y'all what he told me.
All right, so listen. Anyway, it's a lot going on in the world today. This is definitely not a sports show.
Yo, man, why don't you pull your shorts down next to me like that, bro? Pull your shorts down.
Listen, it's definitely not a sports show. You know what I mean? Definitely not a sports show.
Yo, it's definitely not a sports show.
But we're going to talk sports for a minute.
Uh-huh.
Definitely going to talk sports for a minute. But first, the 76ers, they screwed the pooch. They messed it up. So now we fired Doc Rivers. He's gone. I'm thankful he's gone. I'm thankful. He need to go. But at the same time, did you see the stats? And Harden combined for like 25 points. Like, they missed so many shots. So you can't blame it all on Doc.
Listen, Embiid especially James Harden, should be ashamed of themselves.
I think it's fixed though. I think the game was fixed.
They just definitely should be ashamed of themselves. When we got a young man in this city by the name of Jalen Hurts, and the way he go about his business, and he carry himself.
Jalen Hurts fumbled in the Super Bowl.
Embiid, it was touchdowns dropped in that Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts and it was a flat.
But how many points he put up?
Jalen Hurts fumbled the Super Bowl.
Did he get us to the Super Bowl?
He lost it for us.
Did he get us to the finals? Yes or no?
Jalen Hurts lost the Super Bowl for us.
Jalen Hurts didn't lose no Super Bowl.
He had an amazing game.
They can't even.
After that, but he still lost it for us.
Bro, stay on topic. They can't even get out the second round. Now you can't. That comment you just made was crazy and utterly ignorant.
No, it wasn't.
That young man took us to the Super Bowl his second season.
Did we win?
Embiid been here for 9 years. Not only have we not seen a conference final,
been here 9 years.
We haven't seen a finals final.
He hasn't been here 9 years.
He's been here 8 to 9 years.
He ain't been 9 years.
Yes, he's been here 8 to 9 years, and he can't even get out the second round. And every year, yesterday told me what the problem is.
What's the problem?
Embiid. He was hiding behind Simmons because it was easy to blame a guy that can't shoot and ain't got no heart. But he's just as heartless.
Oh, gosh.
He's just as heartless.
Oh, gosh, man.
He a 12-foot, 29-inch, 40-inch, 60-inch Mitch. That's what he is.
I'm going to let you rant.
He's a whole Mitch,
I'm going to let you rant, man.
Because Harden, they get into their feelings. You know what I mean? The problem is the clothes, man. I blame it on the clothes. You in the fashion. Anytime you come into work with clown suits on and colorful, bright colors and polka dots and big, giant fish tank shoes, I don't care if they cost $3,500. I don't care if they cost $10,000. You look like a clown. And on Sunday, Harden and Embiid, y'all look like clowns. Clowns. I'm not sticking up for Embiid. He got that MVP, though. He played for that MVP. You let a guy like Smart, 6'4", put his arm and tell you to go that way. Embiid want to go this way, they arm him. No, you go that way. He don't even know how to get down in the box. He 20'40", and he don't 680 pounds, bro, and he can't find his way to the box. This series would have been over if Embiid showed up. All right, Harden, you won us 2 games. You went up to Boston. You dropped that 45. That was nice. But it doesn't stop. You have to be consistent. Champions are consistent.
So you blaming who?
I'm blaming Harden, and I'm blaming Embiid.
So why did Doc get fired?
Because of Embiid.
So Doc got fired because of Embiid.
Yes.
You know, I want to talk stats for a minute because y'all, do you know how many points Embiid had that game?
14.
Do you know how many shots he took?
17.
17 for what?
He was like 3 of 19 or something like that.
Right, there you go. So we're not going to just say it was just him. That's all I'm saying. Embiid,
what do you mean?
But the game is fixed, though, so I'm not going to – it's all – in my opinion, since they had DraftKings, FanDuel – it's fixed. It wasn't. Listen, LeBron's winning in 7. It may be 6 or 7. LeBron's getting the ring. It's done. It's done. He's getting the ring. All right. So, John Morant is back in the paper, back in the news, back online. He's flashing the gun again. Got caught flashing the gun on his homie's Instagram, and I just think he just like guns. I don't know, but you know what? Let's think about this, right? If guns are legal where he's from, why is it wrong for him to have a gun?
You just said it, because they're illegal.
No, they're legal where he's from.
Oh, you meant to say they are legal.
In Memphis, you can have an AK in your seat.
Because of the brand. It doesn't matter.
So why is that? Okay.
It's the brand. It's the brand. Listen, guns could be legal in the entire United States of America, but it also depends on your audience and what type of brand that you're pushing.
I just wanted to see what you sound like. You sound real good. You make some sense. I like that. I agree. I like that. I was testing the waters, and I'm glad. I'm glad. I put my toe in the water, and I want to hear what you're going to say. That was a real intelligent response. I like that, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. You took me back. You get what I'm saying? I like that. I'm proud of you,
man.
See,
the thing with Morant is this. Morant has already made it. Morant has almost a $300 million contract waiting on him. The dumb part is he hasn't received that contract yet. 4 young teens murdered, 4 young teens going to prison.
Who murdered?
Gun violence.
Who was murdered?
Gun violence. 4 young teens murdered in Philadelphia.
When that happened?
14, 16, 17, and 18.
So how did that time?
A few days ago. Because when you are a public figure,
right,
and you always push that on me,
right.
Teef, you're a public figure now. You can't be.
You definitely, man.
Can't be down.
I definitely
can't
man.
be down Kensington.
Right.
You can't be on Kip Street.
Well, you can be where you want to be, but just understand that.
But I mean, these kids is dead. They're not coming back. And the 4 kids that's going to prison, they ain't never coming home. They might die in prison.
So are we blaming?
These is teenagers.
Are we blaming John Morant?
Yes, I'm blaming John Morant.
I'm not blaming John Morant.
Yes, John Morant is a part of it.
I'm not blaming
John Morant flashing guns when millions and millions of teenagers watch him and look up to him. Yes, he's part of the problem.
So I thought about it, right?
Okay.
You got rappers flashing guns in videos and doing tours.
They wrong too.
I don't think they wrong.
They wrong too.
I don't think they're wrong. I feel like the issue is bigger because cops and robbers been going on since we were kids. You know what I mean? Cowboys, Indians, cops and robbers, whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these gun games been going on since we were kids.
Okay.
They got games on, video games. Everybody shooting each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a game.
Okay.
So what do you expect is going to happen?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you was barbecuing in your backyard, right? And you getting the grill ready, you getting the fire ready, right?
As long as there's chicken there,
right?
Chicken and turkey burgers.
And you put that little gasoline in there and it go woof, right?
What did it do again?
It go woof, right? What do you think? What do you think drill rap has done? If drill rap was in place of gasoline, it wouldn't have just went woof. It would have went woof.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
How many rappers died since drill rap?
I didn't count.
That's the problem.
I didn't count.
You don't know.
You don't even.
No, I do.
You know how many rappers
Yes,
died?
And I will give you the number later on in the show.
How many rappers died?
I said later on.
Because you don't know.
Show.
I'm calling you.
You're not going to push me on that one.
We're calling your bluff.
You're not going to push me on
These
that
fake
one.
stats, man. Anyway,
whatever.
You know what I mean? Fake stats. Anyway, like I said, gun.
How many drill rappers committed murders?
Listen, gun problems.
How many drill rappers got 9 bodies, 10 bodies, 6 bodies, 11 bodies, 15 bodies? These all black children. These all black children.
Are you done?
I guess.
Because there's some white shootings too.
Okay.
All right. So it's not all the whole black thing. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a black thing.
All right. So John Morant is going to go down in history as something. I'm not sure yet though, but because he's calling the NBA's bluff, right? And so at the most they can do is probably pull his endorsements, and they're going to take him up to court for a little bit. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't even want to talk about him no more. But there's other sports things going on.
John Morant is the biggest idiot probably in the history of sports.
So let's talk about women.
You telling me I got $300 million waiting on me, and all I got to do is be good?
All right. So let's talk about women who take advantage of men and try to take their money.
Okay. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, let's talk about that because that's something interesting.
You experienced that?
Something interesting that that took place. With the UFC guy, he just won. Cannot pronounce his name, but it's Adesanya, UFC guy. He's the middleweight champion. He just reclaimed the title at 287 by knocking out long-term rival Alex Pereira. And the thing now that's going on. His ex-girlfriend, the Charlotte chick. He's breaking up with her. He breaks up with her, and now she claims she wants to take him to court because she feel like she's entitled to half his money.
But she's not married to him.
And doesn't have any children, nothing tied to him.
Just his girlfriend.
It's his girlfriend.
I thought they banged him for that already.
No, that's the other story.
It's crazy.
That was the other story. That was the soccer player.
I told y'all about these women, but y'all wouldn't want to listen.
That was the soccer player.
Nobody wanted to listen.
So
Okay.
I'm following the story, and I'm like, this is going to get pretty interesting. Because if that was your girlfriend for maybe 10, 15 years, who knows? Let's just say 8 years.
No, if she was your wife, I don't care if it was 50 years.
No, listen. Relax.
All right.
Relax, because you got the jumpies right now.
All right, I'm calm.
No, you're not. You jumping in. I say cat, you go bird. I'm like, yo, is that a bird? I'm like, yo, relax. I gave you a whole rant that nobody cared about. I don't care about the whole Sixers thing. I'm mad. I'm mad because they supposed to win.
Don't nobody care that he won the MVP. But everybody care about that loss. We hurt. We in pain.
But so women, in this case, the woman feels entitled to half his money. And the funny thing about this is, right, I thought about this. If he been taking care of her and she hasn't been working, she going to get some kind of money. I don't know, though. It's going to be very interesting how this goes.
Does a woman that's not your wife, that has no documentations or papers connecting y'all together, even get you in court?
You can sue for anything.
Man, listen,
I'm
in the wrong profession. I need to be a lawyer.
You need to be,
because ain't no way on earth
you're not passing.
You don't have any. You crazy.
You're not passing.
You know how many tests I done passed, bro? I passed tests in my sleep.
But you ain't passing.
You know why? Because I look at it as a challenge.
You ain't passing the bar.
Yeah, you tripping.
But so I was just thinking, like, all right, so this is making news. You know why it's making news?
Why?
I feel it because he's black and she's white. This is why I think it's going to get interesting.
She's a white woman.
Right.
He's a black man.
Right.
And this white woman feels so privileged.
Right.
In the United States of America.
I don't think it's United States.
Yeah. Where is it? It's not in our country?
Nah.
Oh, well, then they shouldn't let it happen overseas.
He fought over here, but he's not from here.
Oh, okay. Well, then he should be able to get out of that easy. Because if it was in the United States, she'd be paid already.
Well, I figured.
But the fact that she feels that privileged, that she's not even married to this black man, but she know she could manipulate this black man by using the system to take half of his money, that is scary.
I feel like he should be paying her some money, though.
He shouldn't be paying her a dime.
I really feel like she probably contribute to his wins.
Man, listen.
His training. I'm pretty sure she was feeding him. I'm pretty sure she was massaging him. I'm pretty sure she was there. So I'm pretty sure there's things that we don't even know. But if she wasn't working, he got to give up some money.
Dog, she's owed nothing. She's owed nothing.
I bet she gets
There's
money.
women out here doing everything for their man and end up with nothing.
That's because they walk away and don't want nothing.
He was taking care of her.
That's because they walk away and don't want nothing.
She was a weight. She was a bum. She was not working. She was a bum.
She might have came from a royal family. Who knows?
Who cares, man? She had no desires, no goals, no aspirations. All she wanted to do was be up under the pipe and get pipe all day and eating up all his food, electric, water, gas. I'm pretty sure he clothed her and bought her nice jewelry and things. She probably was driving around in a nice car. And now she want to sue him?
So I think it's going to be interesting because I feel like she's going to have a point here. I feel like she's going to...
Man, she ain't got no point. Stop.
I feel like she's going to have some just due.
No, she's not.
Because there's some things that's going to come out that we don't know about. There's some things that are going to happen. Now, they've been in this relationship, and of course, all the sports world and the UFC, they're talking about it because they've been seeing her for so long. We don't even know what the breakup was about yet. But he decided to leave her. And then she goes to social media, and and some of the things she did was she sold some of the story and information, to the media and things like that. So she was already doing those type of things,
She sold information to the media and who else?
I don't know, but you just
That already tell you she a crackhead right there.
What does crack got to do with anything?
She smoking crack or she snorting coke. She getting high. Why would she sell a story? Why?
I don't know where you are today, but I think you just need to have your moment.
Please tell me why she needed to try and sell this story.
I think you need to have a moment, man.
No, I think you're on her side. That's what I think.
I think I can't talk.
Yes, you do.
I can't talk today.
I think you're on her side.
I think you don't want me to talk today, so I'm gonna let you talk.
Man, listen.
Cause
she getting high, bro. She getting high. And now she want to take them for half?
Nah. So the reason why your brain is not there is because it's not about crack. It's not about drugs. It's about fame and attention. She's trying to get fame and attention. That's what I'm saying. She's probably doing that, using him to get fame and attention. That's where it's coming from. So she may have a plan to start her own career in acting or who knows what she's going to do. But stay tuned because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty interesting. That what she's going to do.
Bro, you just further documented my point.
No, I didn't.
Yes, sir. You did.
Said crack and drugs. I'm like, where do you get crack? If not,
it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. It's two different things. But you know,
she want fame so she can buy coke. The more fame, the more money, the more coke.
All right. So,
because she's doing a coke fiend move right now. The move, all the moves she making is coke fiend moves. Think about it.
No, I can't. In fact, I can't, and we can't. I can't. I'm done. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go down this road, and there's gonna be no coke in this thing. We're not doing that. We're gonna create these imaginary things. No,
she's not related to you, bro. Why are you taking up for her?
We're gonna talk about something very interesting.
To you, bro.
Rudy Giuliani is back in the news at 78 years old.
Okay.
Rudy Giuliani.
What'd he do?
The ex-mayor. The former lawyer of Donald Trump. This is going to be interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Because he's in the news because he made a former business consultant at 43 perform oral sex on him while he was on speakerphone with Trump because it made him feel like Bill Clinton. So she wants $10 million. Now, it's very interesting. It's more into it, right? It's more into it because...
More crack fiends.
Yo, you're not going to make every story crack. We're not doing that today.
Sound like another crack fiend.
This has nothing to do with crack. Nothing at all.
Are you listening to the stories that you telling? Are you?
Did you see the pictures? Do you know what's going on?
You just told me a 43-year-old woman gave a 79-year-old man head a chewy while on the phone with Trump.
It's more to that.
Okay.
She worked as his consultant.
So?
There you go. Now that's the person I want. That person who don't know what's going on. I like that. Now I'm going to break it down and enlighten you because everything is not a crackhead. You be like, yo, is that a banana? No, it's a crackhead. Yo, what's that? It's over there. It's a crackhead. Like, listen, everybody's not a crackhead. We just not going to do that.
Okay.
You know. But Rudy Giuliani is age 78, right?
Okay.
So the interesting thing is she's filing $10 million lawsuit because saying that she made the work environment for him uncomfortable because he always wanted to have sex, always wanted to get oral head, and he was popping Viagra's. he's popping Viagra's.
More crack. Viagra's crack, bro.
Giuliani was popping Viagra's.
That's what I said. More crack.
That's nothing to do with crack.
Viagra is crack, man. It's crack. Is he popping them crazy? You just said all he wants to do is have sex all the time. You know, at 78, he must be popping a 12-pack of Viagra.
Listen, you can't take every topic I come up with and say crack, drugs, and think you're contributing. We're not going for that.
All right, hip-hop.
It's not going to work. You want to give me some intellectual feedback.
I just did.
And it's not going to be crack.
Okay.
But the interesting thing about this whole story is, you know, because this guy right here, man, sometimes I don't know where I get you from. You know. So she claims that he insisted that she work from his apartment and demanded that she work naked. Things like that were happening. Mm-hmm. But she recorded many of these conversations, right? So she felt like that he forced her. But she was the one So he was drinking all the time, and so in public, she was the one that would keep him from looking, looking crazy, and tell him when he had enough, and pretty much be on top of him. It was like a consultant slash assistant, and he said he was going to pay her, $2 million a year, or it might have been, but then said that he's going through some marital divorce, so he got to hold off on paying her. So she said, okay, well, pay me later. So what all comes down to is he's saying she never worked for him, though. But yet he's been with her everywhere you go. So all of the political campaigns, she's meeting with this person, that person. Everywhere you see him, you see her. And she was going to use him for, she was fighting her own situation with a domestic violence case. So she felt like it was worth the wait for the money. But she felt like, and this part I don't agree with, that he forced her. I'm like, how do you force somebody to have sex with you if you're going to be hanging with him every day? That's the only part that's not making no sense to me. I think it has something to do with, because now Trump's going through his court thing. All this stuff is coming out. So all this new stuff is coming out. I know you want to say crack, but we can't do nothing with no crack.
I ain't going to say crack, but what I am going to say, anybody in healthcare knows that ain't no 80-year-old man going to make you do anything. Come on, man.
She was hired for $1 million a year and promised free legal advice for a domestic violence case she was fighting. And, so
she didn't get none of her money? Is that what she crying about?
She didn't get none of her money.
She didn't get paid at all?
He didn't pay her.
Oh, well, then he gagged her then, man. He capped the heck out of her, man. He capped her like a Pepsi bottle, bro. He capped her crazy. But now I can understand why she upset, but she took that chance. That was her risk. She took that risk. And now she ready to throw up and vomit.
Yeah, I feel like she was a freak. Giving them head on speakerphone, doing all this kind of stuff. And now whenever you don't get the money, it feels some kind of way. That's what I'm saying.
I don't call that a freak. You 43 and you giving a man 90 years old a chewy. I don't know what that is.
He claimed it's extortion. She's trying to get money from him. That's how he feels.
I don't know what that
This is going to be an interesting court thing, though, because all the she recorded all these sexual things, all these text messages, and everything. And I'm like, I feel like she loses the case by hanging with him every day.
No, but all she proven is that she did her job. That's all them recordings is. You promised me $1 million a year for a service. I gave you those services. She's going to get paid.
I don't think she getting paid.
Yeah, she getting paid.
I don't see her getting paid.
And she a woman. She getting paid.
How you going to get paid?
Because it's documented. All her services is documented.
But she's saying that he made the work. She's saying the work environment was uncomfortable, and he forced her to have sex. Like she just had to give in because he wouldn't stop.
She didn't have to give in.
That's what I'm saying.
She didn't have to give in.
She said he was saying things like, he popped Viagra and saying, I can't get no work till you get this thing down. Stuff like that.
He ain't popping no Viagra. He would have to drink Viagra, man. He'd have to drink a gallon of Viagra to get aroused, man. Come on, bro. Stop.
Viagra gets old people. That's what it does. But my whole thing is, she's pretty much trying to sue to say that he took advantage of her. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Nah,
that's
she gonna get paid though.
But women do that though.
She should be happy. She gonna get paid.
Women lie when they don't get their way. I'm about to make the women angry. I'm sorry. Women lie when they don't get their way. Like we can have an agreement with a woman, but if she don't get her way, she lies. And that's how I feel that's what this is. I feel like they had an agreement. There was a sexual situation going on. And whether it was work related or not work related, he's supposed to pay her. He held back on the payment. And somewhere down the line, and this is what, 2019, this stuff is going on. He hired her in 2019, let's just say that, right? And then he fired her. I forgot to add that part. He fired her. So after he fired, this is when all this stuff comes out.
She had to be getting some type of money. She ain't been working from 2019 to 2023 without all on a hope.
Well, I'm pretty sure he must have been dropping a bag somewhere. But it wasn't what the big number was.
Yeah, she's owed some bread, though. She'll get it.
But that's what happens. Like, now that he fired her, now she wants to have all these claims. That's what I'm saying. Everything was fine when she wasn't fired.
I'm riding with you on the line.
Yeah, I mean, she was sucking on them and everything.
But you ain't got to make them lie. You ain't got to make them mad for them to lie though. They just lie.
No, I'm just saying. In this case, in this scenario, it's like she got mad. So now she's trying to say that everything was forced. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what can be more degrading than finding out somebody was lying to you. Like it was all a lie. I mean, listen, anybody going through that, man or male or female, that's so degrading.
I'll tell you what's crazy. You know what's crazy?
What's that?
In Texas, these two guys are arguing. 12-year-old boy, his son, gets the AK out the car, shoots the man up and kill him. Sonic.
2 men are arguing.
Right, because
the son grabs the AKA.
Yep.
And gun him down.
Gun him down.
And Sonic.
At Sonic.
Can I guess the nationality of these people?
Yeah.
White.
I think one was Hispanic. Well, they both look Hispanic. They look Hispanic. You know what I mean?
He grabbed the AKA and started blasting at 12.
I mean, I think it's a sad story, though.
Oh, man.
Because you going in for burgers and fries, hot dogs, shakes.
Well, let me ask you a question, bro. If you think this is such a sad story.
The guy he shot was a Sonic employee. So they said the guy was being rowdy, and I think also he was saying, "Hey, listen, somebody was urinating on the parking lot. They getting into it back and forth, and the son grabs the AK and guns him down. And after he guns him down, he flees the scene. He leaves the scene. He leaves. She's out. He leaves the scene.
Him and the dad together.
Left. And then came back to Sonic and got arrested. I was like, why'd you come back? He must have forgot his food. Like,
I don't know. It got to be in the air or it got to be in the food. I don't know, man. We dealing with some of the dumbest people out here nowadays, man. But the stupidity not even adding up, bro. It's not even making sense.
But it's a couple of things here, right? So why is your AK close to your son?
And why does he know how to use it?
Well, no, I ain't tripping on that. I ain't tripping on that. I'm
good.
Listen,
good. What are we teaching our children, man? This is wild.
You got to teach it. Listen, for safety reasons, if something happens, it's nothing wrong with teaching your son how to use an AK.
Yeah, but you got to also put the laws and stuff that go into using it, too. You can't just teach him how to use it. You got to teach him the consequences of using it and when to use it and how to use it.
But why
you can't
not
just have him willy-nilly pulling out the AK and blasting everybody.
But why not stop him from using it?
Maybe son was moving too quick. Maybe he ain't want to get shot. I don't know.
So who you think goes to jail on this one?
Both.
Think both go to jail?
Yeah, they both going. The son going in placement and the dad going to prison.
That's not going to happen. I'm telling you. Remember, Texas law is different, but it was Texas. That's why I said it's Texas. Why
they got stand your ground in Texas?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So a 12-year-old kid
No, remember when
stand his ground and murder somebody in Texas?
Remember the Kyle Rittenhouse situation was the guy got the gun for Kyle Rittenhouse. So because of that, Kyle didn't get in trouble. So that the kid he may get juvenile, but some of them don't have the safe keep laws to say you got to keep the guns away from the kids.
Kyle didn't get arrested because the judge was a white supremacist.
No, Kyle snitched. Remember, Kyle snitched on his
sister. He should have went to jail, period. I don't care if he snitched and said who gave him the gun. It wasn't about who gave him the gun. He was in his right mind, his state.
He took a plea.
His mother drove him cross state to murder people. I mean,
that's not what the mom did.
It's crazy.
Did you see her interview?
Man, I don't want to hear.
All right. All right. Well, what I'm saying is,
she gonna lie. What you think? She ain't gonna lie?
I'm not saying she didn't lie, but what I'm saying in this situation here, you got this 12-year-old gonna gun somebody down with a gun. So of course he's gonna be juvenile. He going to juvenile, of course, for the murder
placement. Yeah.
But if they pull that self-defense card out, because we'll see, it's gonna be interesting.
It was an argument between the dad and an employee in Sonic.
Right.
Self-defense what? Where's the self-defense?
Who knows?
Did he have a pot of oil getting ready to throw it on him or something? Hot oil?
Who knows?
Man. Sound like they both going to jail to me, bro. I don't see where nobody was standing their ground.
I see everybody beating the case.
So everybody get off.
Yeah.
Except the person that's dead.
Yeah, he ain't getting off. Rest in peace to him. No, I think the laws are screwed up. Because, all right, so the dad's not going to be in jail long.
It's not laughable, but it is.
The dad's not going to be in jail long.
Mm.
He's not going to be in jail long. And the son's going to go through juvenile detention. So when he comes 18, he's at the clean slate.
Dog, it's reckless endangerment. He used the AK-47 inside of an establishment.
There are people, not outside the parking lot. There are people
that's worse
who do murders and they go through juvenile, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like they go through a redemption program, a rehabilitation program as a juvenile, and then after 18, if they're not charged as an adult, they leave and they get to have another life.
I guess. I think it all depends on who you murdered, but okay.
You know,
murder one of us, you be out in 3 months.
3 months though, not even a year.
My bad. A month and a half.
You know,
that's wild.
Yeah, I read that and I just thought that was like, dang, kids grabbing the AK. I'm saying, wait a minute. But that goes to show though, you don't know who you arguing with when you argue with somebody in the parking lot. Because I bet he didn't know that guy had AK-47 in his car. That's what I'm saying. So forget, road rage not even worth it anymore.
No, these kids ready, bro. These kids is ready. These kids is ready to gun you down.
Is it coming from the game? Grand Theft Auto?
No, I definitely ain't coming from that.
I think those games help.
It's coming from the music and the music videos.
You think it come from the videos?
Definitely music videos. Every music video got about 100 guns in it.
That ain't true.
At least.
That ain't true.
At least.
Wait, did you know Katy Perry was here in Philly?
No, I knew Taylor Swift was here.
I mean, that's what I said, Katy Perry. I screwed that up. Taylor Swift.
I don't even know if you could come back from it.
That's cool. I don't mind it. But Taylor Perry.
How much you bag on the weekend? From Friday to Sunday?
We're not going to have those conversations. Like, that's what we're not going to do. However,
I'm talking about money, man.
I know.
I ain't talking about
I know what
cookie,
I know what you're talking about.
Dang,
but the
bro.
difference is between you and I is
what?
You want to talk about that in the air, and I don't.
What do I want to talk about on the air?
That part about that whole driving thing. I don't want to do that.
Okay,
that's your thing.
I just asked you what you made.
All right,
sound like you ain't make much.
I ain't make nothing. All right, so listen. My whole point is that Taylor Swift was here for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was that big. She sold out at the daggone football stadium.
You ain't know that already?
No, I didn't know she was that big.
You ain't know you needed the link. You didn't know you wasn't using Wells Fargo. You didn't know that?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I didn't know that she was that big of an artist. I'm saying.
How?
Do you follow her?
No, but I know she's white.
Oh gosh.
And talented.
Everybody white and talented.
That's all it takes.
Everybody white and talented is not going to sell out at a football stadium. They usually do basketball stadiums like Wells Fargo, Barkley, all that.
That's
Barclays.
for the small acts.
Small acts.
Yes.
There's a lot of big acts that go there.
J. Cole, you need a stadium. Her, you need a stadium. What's the boy name? The boy when he on drugs, that's who he is. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Well, whatever. Whoever that dude, he broke records. He broke records as far as download and streams and being an artist. But name right on the tip of my tongue, I can't remember who he is. But you need a stadium for him also. But
what I'm saying is, I get one day.
Mm-hmm.
She did 3 days back to back to back.
Right.
Broke the internet. Broke the whole whatever Ticketmaster. Broke that.
Mm-hmm.
It was $1,000 for tickets. It was insane.
More than that. Let me ask you a question.
No, they said it was $1,000.
No, it was way more than that.
No, when you got them late, it was more than that. You got them late, but in general, they was going for like $1,000.
All right, there's people in this world make $15 an hour, $17 an hour, $36 an hour, $50 an hour. How much money do you think she makes an hour?
Never counted.
She makes $1 million an hour.
All right.
No, she makes $3 million an hour.
That sounds about right.
$3 million an hour. She did 3 hours. She made $27 million.
Right.
$27 million for for a little over 24 hours. So she did 27 hours. It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, she did 27 hours.
All right. So yeah, like I said, I didn't know she was that big. I figured one day maybe, people like Bruce Springsteen, they do that kind of stuff. But I never knew she's bigger than Beyonce at this point. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm sorry. She did 9 hours. Damn.
Yeah.
I over-houred her.
I
more than double. For 9 hours, she got $27 million. That was a work shift. She got $27 million for a work shift.
Right. So
1 hour overtime.
So she's bigger than Beyonce. That's all I'm saying. She's bigger than Beyonce.
No, she ain't bigger than B.
There you go.
She's not bigger than B.
Beyonce can't sell her tickets. They had to cancel her tour. She can't sell her tickets.
Dog, you sound ridiculous. You sound crazy. Stop. No, don't do it.
Beyonce
tickets is like $2,500, bro.
Beyonce had to cancel her tour because they wasn't selling.
Yeah, okay.
And Beyonce didn't do the football field. She did the Wells Fargo, her and Jay-Z on top of that. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, it is what it is.
But you're just saying stuff out your mouth, though.
She's
not bigger than Beyonce.
She is at this point. Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
All right.
So I guess she's bigger than Rihanna, too.
Much bigger than Rihanna.
They billionaires.
Rihanna's big because of her clothing line. She's bigger on her money came from her clothing line. She's a billionaire from a Fenty clothing line.
Okay.
Now, Rihanna is a big artist. I give you that. We see her at the NFL. We watched her at the daggone Super Bowl with the pregnant belly.
Things get dry and stale.
Right. So I'm just telling you right now who's in the game, who's winning. That's all.
She could be.
And she was just in Tennessee, did 3 back-to-back shows there.
And it's mostly like all females, too.
Yeah.
That's an all-female audience.
Yeah, white female audience. I didn't see too many black people. What was interesting? I didn't see many black people at the Taylor Swift thing when I looked on, even on the news.
So when I said white, why you get like that?
No, I just said I didn't know. I
said white and talented, right?
No, but that's because a lot of artists that are white and talented not doing what she's doing.
I don't know about that.
Man, Dua Lipa came here and she didn't do no daggone.
What did being white do for Eminem?
Eminem's talented.
And white.
No, Chuck D even said it when Chuck D, the legendary Chuck D from Public Enemy, he was doing his interview, and they brought up the whole thing saying that Melly Mel said that Eminem only was getting the accolades he is because he's white, a white rapper.
Right.
And Chuck D was more or less saying he's talented. Like you can't take that away from Eminem. That's all.
And Chuck don't play them type of games neither.
Yeah. So. I mean, you could say if you want to say like
Chuck could fight the power type bull.
If you want to say something like G-Eazy or somebody, I'm like, yeah, I give you that, or the bull, whatever the other guy's name, I'm like, maybe, but Eminem earned his stripes.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Eminem's definitely official. Like it's not like he can't rap,
right?
And it's not like he didn't go to the gauntlet,
right?
So yeah, that's not what I was saying, but that was just interesting to me. But so it finally starting to come out what happened to the Cash App founder.
Oh, okay. Let's dig into that.
We talked about him getting stabbed up
100 times.
Yeah, it was a lot. This guy poked him up a lot, right? By the girl's brother that supposedly he was hanging out with or dating, one or the other, right? And I told you, I said, I bet you it has something to do with, somebody's wife cheating on. I said, I bet you that's what happened, right? So come to find out, Bob Lee, rest in peace, the Cash App founder, he was having an affair with the killer's married sister. The killer was the brother, and they were going to an underground sex occult club type thing, like. Right. So and now that's starting to come out. So he was taking his sister, the killer. I hate to use the word killer, but his name was
No, you can keep saying killer.
Nah,
that's what he was. That's what he is. That's who he is. I mean,
I'm just saying.
We ain't gotta beat around the bush.
No, but I'd rather use his name, like Naomi, or whatever how you pronounce his
No,
name.
you just call him murderer.
You know what I mean? But
The murderer.
the way he did it was so they're coming out of a club. You know, Cash App guy Bob, and they're coming out this underground sex. You know, these sexual clubs, and they run in these little circles, I guess.
Swinger clubs.
Not really swing club, but they probably could be swing clubs too. But they didn't label them a swing club. But let's just say
you ever been
underground lifestyle clubs.
Oh, okay.
Underground lifestyle clubs.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, and so he found out his sister's with him, and he like, yo, you got. He said a lot of drugs and sex is involved, and he asked him. He said, nah, I ain't touch her. Nah, you know, he wasn't believing it. But what the story left out was that she was married the whole time. Yeah,
but do you believe this story though?
100%.
So you believe that my sister was coming out of a club, my married sister was coming out of a club, and I just saw the boy she was with and was like, damn, sis, you cheating on your husband, and then poked the boy up 200 times?
That's not how it went. That's your story. That ain't how it went.
Okay.
Because you told him. They actually drove away together in his car. She was kind of like liberated, kind of drunk, and he made sure he got home safe.
Right.
And then took her. You know, he went in the car, and drove him, and then poked him up, and they end up finding him. You know what I mean? Find him dead, stabbed up.
See, man, the way you tell stories is how it could get misconstrued.
I know. I tell them backwards on purpose because you like to dive in. I'm like, all right, cool. You can do that. You can dive in.
They drove somewhere. He dropped his sister off first?
Right.
And then said, I'll make sure you get home?
No, that's not how it happened at all. He was with his sister, and the boy pulled up on him and had him get in the car. So they argued and got into it. I don't know if it's fisticuffs, but they argued and got into it.
So the sister and the Cash App boy got into the brother's car?
No, the sister wasn't in it. The sister got home.
So the Cash App boy seen him somewhere and said, get in the car with me.
So the chick, if I'm not mistaken, was at the Cash App boy's crib.
You're still not helping me.
I know. I'm screwing it all up. All right, just understand this. I told you that he was doing something with somebody's wife or something going to come out like that. And I said it was to say, you said.
Yeah, but do you believe that story, though? I mean.
Why else would he poke him up?
Poke him up because his sister having an affair? It's not his wife. It's just his sister.
Yo, listen. All right. So, do you know what religion or what nationality they were?
I don't know, but if I'm a slug, just sell me some salt.
You want some salt?
Sell me the Benjamin Franklin Bridge. I'll buy it.
You want some salt? Okay. I think it makes sense.
Why?
Why don't it make sense?
It wasn't his wife, bro. It was his sister.
Yo,
his sister was having an affair.
Yo, so all right, so you'll let somebody smut your sister out?
If she want to get smutted, that's on her. It ain't none of my damn business. As long as he ain't rape her.
If you my homie,
her getting smutted is a choice.
If you my homie,
right?
You ain't drugging up my sister and getting her smutted out at some old sex. You ain't doing that. You my man. You ain't doing that. They were friends.
Oh, so you saying he killed him because he got his sister drunk and smutted her out?
100%. 100%.
Man, this ain't Scarface, bro. I don't know why people keep watching these movies.
What you mean?
Come on, man. So you gonna get murdered because somebody was swag enough to get your sister high and pop her. So that man deserved to die for that?
Now, how do you get deserve to die in this? Where deserve to die come from?
He deserved to be murdered because he had enough swag to get her high and pop her.
He poked him up. I don't think he knew he was gonna die. He probably wanted to poke him up.
You keep digging a bigger hole for yourself.
He poked him up.
300 times, and you said he
You
didn't
said it
mean
was
to kill
100.
him.
You said it was 100. You said 100. Was it 300 or 100? How many was it?
I'm gonna faint, man. I'm gonna fall out in this chair, man. He said you said it was 100. Okay, forget 300.
Yeah, right?
He poked him 100 times, and you think he didn't mean to kill him?
Hey.
You might die in this job, bro.
Hey,
You know
look,
what?
man. Hey, look, real quick.
This is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, man. But listen,
All right.
top news.
Uh-huh.
We talked about last week, we talked about the two inmates that escaped through the gate. Remember we talked about that?
Oh.
And I said, how'd they do it? Right? And the same day of the show, they said there was a 21-year-old girl that they arrested and said she was tied to it.
She worked in the prison.
I don't know if she worked there.
Well, how's she gonna help him get out?
That's what I said. She said she was at that same. She was.
I don't think it's that sweet.
No, because she was.
Listen, that ain't that sweet. You
Listen,
can't just get them out. You just don't. If you don't work there and you ain't got keys or access to anything, you can't just walk in the prison and get somebody out.
and the one dude killed 4 guys. He's still on the run. They ain't find him. And they said
He killed 4 in the past, or he killed 4 once he got out.
he's 4 in the past.
Oh, okay.
That was his charge. He's on a murder charge.
Okay.
He's 20, probably 24.
And you know they found one of them boys in Muslim Guard.
right?
So somebody snitched on him.
That's what I was about to say.
Somebody snitched on him.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, they snitched on
He
him.
was covered up head to toe
Yeah, come on.
with a woman. Looked
on.
like a in
Come
the
on.
parking lot.
Come on.
They got that 20 grand on him. They snitched
Yeah,
on
they
him.
snitched on him.
Yeah.
They snitched on him crazy.
He shouldn't have told nobody.
And I guarantee you it was one of his friends that he thought was his friends.
Oh, yeah.
So he got some more people to murder if he ever get out.
Or the girl that got mad. No, he ain't the one that did the murder. His charge, he wasn't the murder charge.
Yeah, but somebody snitched on him.
But
bro.
the boy with the murder charge, he's the one they can't catch. And then they said the dude, remember the one from
you know he on Instagram too.
Well, they said he's on
Modeling clothes and everything.
I think those are old. I think those are old. Those are old.
Nah, man, he's recent. He's recent. He messing with these folks, man. He just playing with
I
them.
don't know. They can track him and ping him if he really doing that. So
I doubt it. How? Without an address or location.
Because that's how computers work. You can track anybody down
Through the algorithm?
through your IP address. Every computer that has every computer.
But it doesn't have a tracking device. It just has an
All right, let me finish.
That's right. That's your field.
Well, I'm just explaining.
I mean, give me the knowledge without college. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead. I'm cool.
The knowledge without college.
Yeah, give me the knowledge without
No,
college.
what I'm just saying. Every computer has an IP address.
I know.
Which is the IP address and the whole. So without that, so when you go, you use a Wi-Fi, send a signal, and that's why it pings. So you can always track where it came from.
Google, you right?
No, you can't Google that.
No, Google is tracking you. They tracking the ping.
No, the actual provider, whatever it is, these towers are bought. It's another conversation, but yeah, you can ping it and track it. That's all I'm saying. You can. His location.
Without college.
His location can be tracked
through the towers.
Through the towers.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
The watchtowers.
Not the watchtowers, but it's like.
So ain't no Jehovah Witnesses involved.
Nah, man.
All right, hip hop. But anyway, go ahead.
You sure you want me to go ahead?
Yes. Go ahead. You got like 3 minutes.
I know, right? It's like Sky, man. But no, the thing is that I was saying, and they said the guy that was remember the guy that killed the guy at Pat Stakes that was fighting? Say he's the one that was a lookout to help him to get out. That was interesting how that. Yeah, they all tied that together.
Damn.
Yeah, but so
the boy that murdered the boy in Pat Stakes with his girlfriend.
Yeah,
out there on Passion.
He was a lookout.
Get
inside.
They involved.
Yeah, he got more time added to whatever they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do, but so.
Dang.
But the thing is, so. The way the girl gets involved in this, and I don't understand why people get locked up. They talk on these phones and thinking they code can't can't be decoded.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why how they found the two guys was that they was talking on the jail phone, and they went and tracked to her.
I don't know why you would talk your bit. People just can't keep their mouth shut.
And they went to her.
People just can't keep.
I don't think she should be arrested though.
They just want to talk.
I think she need to be hired by the government.
Yeah, if she did all that.
I think she's very intelligent.
Yeah, if she did all that, she need a job.
I'm like, how did you get them through?
She need a job.
But then it's got to be somebody inside that missed the count on purpose. Because they said it was 3 counts when they did the rent. 3 head
this
counts.
was strategically planned.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
And
everything had to be in unison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
everything had to be in sync down to the megasecond.
And
so,
this girl was
I don't know.
This girl was behind it all. And it may not be enough time to go into nothing else really, but dang, man. I just want to say those girls that's doing those boots in Atlanta, the boot girls, you ever hear about those? So you got the whole thing with the car. When you get a boot on it, they're actually, you pay them $50, they come take the boot off.
No, it's more than $50, bro.
It's $50.
No, it's more than 50. They'll come get it, but it's more than $50.
It's $50.
No, it's okay. I ain't gonna
if that's
get in
the
your
case,
business.
Listen, if that's the case, I might as well pay my fine.
Your fine could be $10,000. It could be $5,000. People got $20,000 in tickets.
But they only was, it was saying $50.
It's a service.
We'll give you $100.
It's a service.
But I think they're about to be arrested pretty soon.
If they get caught.
They're gonna get caught.
Nah.
How they gonna not get caught? They're all over Instagram and social media. They went viral.
Well, that's dumb.
And they got the mask on. And they call themselves the boot girls and they posing with pictures.
This is world.
They posing with the money saying that they'll come get your boot off.
This is world we live in, man.
How are they not going to get caught? Where's the intelligence of that?
All I'm saying is if you begging for money on the road and you broke in America, you just a trifling bum. There's so many ways to get money out here. It ain't even funny, man. It's not even funny. I don't want to hear no sob stories. Get out there, sell some socks, sell some T-shirts, sell some hats, sell some Lucy. I don't care how you do it. Just stop being lazy. Get out there and make an effort. And you never know what might happen. You might come up. But if you don't, you can't win if you don't play the game.
You missed my point. So
I didn't. They hustling. I'm with them. We should go down to Atlanta and get in on
this.
You
can do it here. I know people here that do it.
You do?
Of course.
What's their name?
I'm the plug. Stop it.
All right. What's their name?
You're not a snitch. I'm not. Everybody knows I don't talk.
All right, we need to talk after
this. You know what I mean?
We need to talk.
I know people have been doing that from man, please stop it.
Get me that device, please.
For what? I don't want you to get in no trouble because I don't need you to miss no shows.
Listen, get me that device. I need that tomorrow.
But what I'm saying is
we gonna get it in.
It's not, and it's the way that they do it. But it's but the thing you're so stupid. But I'm saying if they're going to do it and hustle it, and if they said it's $50, maybe more, it could be $100. How much you think it is to get the boot off? How much you think they charging?
It depends on how many tickets you got. If you got, let's say you got $500 in tickets, I want to beam 50.
That's not how that works, man.
Yeah, because you got to pay $250 for the tow alone before you even get to the tickets. The storage. I want to see your paperwork. That's what I want to see. Just $50. Nah, man. $50? Nah, I ain't going through all that for $50, bro. I at least want the tow fee. Whatever, if the tow fee $175, I at least want that.
Read that right there. You can see it. Read that. Read that last line. Read that. Read out loud.
The boot girls of Buckhead, when someone is distressed about vehicle immobilization boot, the ladies answer the call, arrive on the scene, and remove it for $50 funky dollars.
It don't say funky, but it's funky because you didn't believe me. That's what I'm saying. So they going around for $50, right?
Funky dollars.
Right. They putting their freedom online for $50. And they're also going public. If you're gonna go take boots off, be quiet, be on the low.
I want the boot fee, $175, and I want to see some documentation. If you got like $1,500 in stuff, I might want a nickel for that. Give me a nickel, and you out of here. You just saved the stack.
I'm gonna close out with this. Ice Spice mom is going viral at 40 years old. She out there, they out there doing her. I'm sitting like, dang. She said, why is it that every time somebody's daughter blow up, the mom want to get into action?
She came out of her. Ice Spice would not be here if not for her mother.
But you're 40 years old.
So what?
Let her have
There's
her
some
moment.
banging 40-year-old women out here, bro. You tripping.
But why? Okay.
I would love to see what Ice Spice mom look like. I don't know her.
I didn't see, you
I've never seen
You
her.
didn't see the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't show you that?
Nah. Let me see what Ice Spice mom look like.
Oh, my God.
I guarantee you, she could get it.
Man, you know, you get everything, though. Ain't nothing. But all right, let me go ahead. We're going to close out, man. Listen, man, we thank y'all for tuning in. Billionaire Radio, WLNER.
Because the billions are near.
This is season 3, episode 102 in the books.
102.
Yeah.
And we out of here?
I think we out.
Billions.